Dr. Hawkins, members of the Board of Trustees, faculty, administrators, staff, my family and friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. Welcome to the Spring 2025 Commencement Ceremony of South Florida State College. My name is Corinne Smith, and I am graduating with an Associate in Science degree as well as my high school diploma from Hardy Senior High School. It is indeed a privilege and an honor to stand before you this evening. Something that is most important for me throughout all of our high school careers is choosing your path. Choosing your path begins at the very beginning, way back in 9th grade, whenever you decide who your friend group's going to be, if you're going to do your work, how your GPA is going to play out. It all matters in the end, even though you may think, I still have 3 years to get this figured out. One thing that is most important too is how you choose your path socially, by determining who you hang out with, who your friends are, how you decide to act to your friends, which to me is most important, as I feel we should all be nice to people around us because you never know what they may think of you, or maybe you have an RBF, for example, and they may think you're really mean, but you're actually really nice. That's something I struggle with personally. A quote from my grandma, Jenny Ulrich, is, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. This quote really stays true to my heart because as a little kid, when she would tell me that when I was arguing with my sibling, I'd always think, well, I'm going to argue with my sibling. It doesn't really matter. But as growing up and being out and about with people who aren't your siblings, just random strangers, it's something that really sticks to me, and I always hear in my head because it always reminds me to be nice to people and always use manners, especially when talking to new people. And she still tells me this to this day whenever I'm telling her random drama about school. Next is, after choosing your path, you have to know that whatever path you choose, you're going to have to accept hard challenges. So throughout my high school and college careers, I was dual enrolled, as well as taking high school classes, as well as participating in multiple extracurricular activities. I've danced since I was 4 years old, and that causes me to go to Bartow about 3 to 4 times a week, which is an hour round trip, 4 nights a week sometimes, which also wastes a lot of time for homework. And I swam in the fall, I cheered in the winter season, and I played tennis as a spring sport. So really, there's never a big time gap for me to finish any work, but me personally, I feel as if I worked better that way because having less time for me makes me work harder and know that I have to get this done at a certain time, which also helps me not procrastinate. Roger Crawford said, "Being challenged in life is inevitable. Being defeated is optional." This is something that I resonate with because however you pick to choose your challenges affects how they're going to play out. If you say, oh, well, I can't do my homework because I had swim practice today, you're not going to do your homework. But if you think, I have swim practice, I'm going to come home, do my homework, and then go to dance, it's a really better way in your mental mindset to help figure out when you're going to do stuff and not procrastinate. My English professor, Dr. Stacy Sharp, has really helped with this because not only is she my English professor right now, but I've also known her for years because one of her daughters is one of my closest friends. Next is finding humor in everything. Throughout these hard challenges, it's very important to always laugh and make sure you're not just getting down on yourself and giving up because of it. Max Eastman said, "It is the ability to take a joke, not make one, that proves you have a good sense of humor." This is something that's very important because some people may think you're not joking and may think this girl's got some serious issues. But many people cope through dark humor or just sarcasm, which is a really fun way to get through things. One of my closest friends, Kale Dickey, she's a fellow swimmer, is someone who I'm always laughing with. Throughout hard sets, throughout practices, we're always laughing at each other, always making a joke, laughing at each other's laugh, and just going on and on and on. What's next for me is going to college that provides a certificate program for orthopedic technicians, which involves putting on casts, giving out physical therapy exercises, and even giving out braces. Another thing that I might do is go to a 2-year program to be an X-ray tech, which would also lift my paycheck because inflammation is crazy right now. What's next for the graduates that I believe is that all the graduates are capable of achieving whatever goal they strive for. This goes hand in hand with accepting hard challenges because if you give up, you're going to give up forever. But if you start now, then you're going to be able to persevere through anything throughout your life. So new challenges that I see are all the graduates, including myself, will have to apply all these themes into our everyday business lives as well as our own families in the future. From Home Alone, "Keep the change, you filthy animal." This quote may be perceived as a joke, but I also feel that keep the change can be perceived as a way that accept the change in your life, because it's obviously after this graduation where our lives are going to change tremendously. We're going into work, we'll get married, you have kids, all types of stuff. So keep the change, soak in the change, and accept the challenges throughout it. And the filthy animal part comes in with keeping a good sense of humor, because that's showing all the change that you can do it and that you're not going to give up. Congratulations to all the graduates of the fall 2025 term. All of these themes are some important ways to stay successful in our new adult lives, and I hope we can all stay connected. Thank you.